This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
Hi. How we all doing? Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, hold on. I got to fix this damn camera. I don't like the way it sits. Give me a minute. I'm going to use this. We're just going to push it a little bit more. There we go. Hey, look, record player's right there. All righty. So this will be fun. Got a stack of records. Anyways, real quick. Let's do a shout outs. Ubaldo. Hannah Banana. Hannah, are you off of work? You're not working. Oh, man. Anyways, and Rolando, welcome. So, like the video says, this is another eBay purchase that I just got in the mail. It was actually supposed to be here next week, but it came early. And I'm excited for this one. This one's pretty sick. I've showed this one off a little bit on the last live stream, but yeah. And by the way, on the last live stream, you know what we forgot to do at the end? We forgot to go over all the stuff at the end that we normally do, like thanking Adam and then shouting out the ATSW family, shouting out the Red 5 Network. Completely missed all that. I remembered like 2 hours after getting done on Twitch that night. I went, oops. Oh, you're in Salt Lake for a concert tomorrow. What concert? God damn it. Really? Wouldn't it take me to see Vila, Vila, or what the fuck his name is. I can't pronounce it today. Okay. What the hell? I'm joking. Oh, you guys have fun then. Is it snowing in Salt Lake? Because it's fucking raining here. Anyways, we're going to start this off while we wait for Hannah to make a deal. So this first record came out in 1980. Ooh, I get it right. It's called Music from the Galaxies. This has got Superman theme from, also Moonraker, a song called Meteor, the Lost Galaxy, Star Trek Suite, Star Wars, Alien, The Black Hole, The Late Planet Love, and the theme from Battlestar Galactica. Anyways, what I loved right here is it says digital recording, and when I realized this came out in 1980, I thought, well, that's interesting. But it does talk. There's a few of these records we have where they came out in the early 80s and they have digital recording on them. Like, wow, okay, so we were already moving towards CDs. I mean, obviously we were, because CDs came out. Well, we got them here in the States mainly mid 80s. No snow yet, LOL. We went to the indoor shooting range. That was a fucking blast. Sure was. Cameron Marlowe. There. I'll have to check it out. Anyways, you heard me all talking about this. I'm gonna move the microphone down a little bit. This 12-inch friggin' book. Record on book. In book. There's the record. All right. So Star Trek. And you see, I mean, I'm sorry. All the ones I remember from the 70s, I mean, this came out in 76. All the ones I remember in the 70s were like hecka small and they're like the size of a 45. And then, you got the little chime to turn the page and whatnot. So I can't wait to actually put this on and listen to it. I mean, honestly, this is kind of going to bring back memories a little bit, probably. Not sure if one of my friends had it, but Peter Pan Records. This one here is going to be another cool listen to, too. Inside Star Trek. I got to get this over more. Let me move the microphone a bit more. There we go. Get everything kind of out of the way. Anyways, featuring Gene Roddenberry. You've got Inside Star Trek theme. William Shatner meets Captain Kirk. The origin of Spock, Sarek's son Spock, the Questor affair. I can't wait to actually listen to this. It came out on Columbia Records in 1976. So, anyways, oh, Hannah says Cameron Marlowe is a country artist. Okay. Anyways, let's get a little back here about everybody here. You got anyway, you got William Shatner showing DeForest Kelly. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I mean, again, this will be something I have to definitely listen to because I was into Trek in the 70s and in the 80s. And speaking of more Trek, how about the motion picture soundtrack? We love it. We like it. Ironic that it was just a single record. Again, I'll show the inside of this one. It's got you see it's got like a bunch of the characters here from the movie. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stoked about this. Well, I'm really hold it. Scott just saw something in here. Hey, great. Hey, Alan. Oh, dude, what the? Okay, I like it. Poster of the Enterprise. I like it. Not a big poster, but still cool. Anyways, I was a fan of Star Trek. I mean, obviously in the 70s, it wasn't newly released. It was, the old school stuff. But yeah, this motion picture. Now, Sir Charles is the reason why this happened. I mean, honestly, he bragged about it when I was on Scare Live. Me and Kim Ross Scare Live were talking, and Sir Charles pointed out that he had the Wrath of Khan soundtrack on LP. So I found this site, went, hello, I've got to get this. Again, single record. Now, ironically, let's see. What was this released on? So the first one was released on Columbia Records. The second one was released on Atlantic Records. And for an 80s hair band or whatnot, Twisted Sister was on Atlantic, and so was Rat. But yeah. Anyways, this is my favorite Star Trek movie right here, Wrath of Khan. I love this movie. It's probably the one. I think I saw this movie before I saw and just the basic, typical 80s. The 80s they stopped doing a lot of the really cool inserts. Some of the stuff did. But what's ironic though is this next movie. Again, shocking that I found this, even though this was out, but Search for Spock soundtrack. Now, this is a gatefold. I'm going the wrong way with it. And it's 2 records. And this one, ironically, is released on Capitol Records. So Star Trek Motion Picture was released on Columbia. Wrath of Khan was released on Atlantic. And then The Search for Spock was released on Capitol. Which, I mean, if I have to really go, Capitol Records really known for releasing the Beach Boys. Also, they did some of the Beatles stuff, but mostly, if you want all the good Beatles stuff, it's all on Apple Records. But yeah, this one don't look like it's got any inserts or anything, the proper inserts. So, it's a bummer, but still, I mean, it's they should have went with this cover for the Search for Spock for the picture. Now, let's get into it. How about we just go with some little John Williams? Superman, the movie. This one here, again, this one's actually got a lot of the stuff because you got the order form still in here. Pull that out for a second. And then where record 1 is, you got the pictures from the first part of the movie. And by the way, hey, Ro. And then on record 2, we got the rest of the movie. But yeah, dude, this is freaking sick. I like this. I was happy to see Superman was in this. One, I love the first Superman movie. Actually, I'll admit I like all the Superman movies up to I actually like 3. I'm one of those weird ones because I like Richard Pryor, and while yes, I know the movie is kind of lame, it's still one of those ones where when he finds all the extra money, floating around in the thing, and he pretty much gives himself a bigger paycheck, and then one of the people upstairs, the big head honchos are like, "It a person would be stupid to show up there," and all of a sudden you hear and here comes a Ferrari. Like, yep, there are some stupid people in this world. Anyways, I do like Star Trek or Superman 3. I'm a weird one. Anyways, okay, so this one's not as cool as the other one I got, but this is a second copy of it. And of course, can't go wrong with Star Wars. Another OT released on 20th Century Fox. But the last part of this is what's really cool here. Oh, nice. Alan, yes, I do want to get Tommy on soundtrack. Like, actually, right on. That's awesome. Hey, DB. Oh, you're here just time, man. So we just showed off the episode 4, but it didn't say episode 4 because it was originally just Star Wars. But yeah, how about we just keep going on? Go episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Again, actually, it doesn't say Empire. It just says Star Wars, or it doesn't say episode 5. It just says Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. This has got a little book inside that shows all this paper book, which I don't like. Kind of wish it was more glossy, But yeah. Sorry, I'm not high enough. Anyways, you get the gist. It's all the different scenes from the movie. I had that as a lunchbox back in the day. 2 record set, and we all know that. Hey, look at Boba Fett. But yeah, dude, I'm like totally stoked about this. Now I've got Empire. I've got, the original Star Wars twice now, and now Empire. Now, Empire was released on RSO Records. But yeah. And the thing was, the guy that wrote the thing on it says, like, they're all very good. Maybe near mint. And I'm like looking at them going, dude, these are pretty well near mint. I mean, obviously they're not mint because they've all been opened. And finally, how about Return of the Jedi? Got the original trilogy now on vinyl. All the original releases from 77, Star Wars, 1980, Empire, and 83, Return. Now, this one's ironic because it's only one record. So obviously, it was a time, it was changing. But, it comes with a little, let's go ahead and just pull this out real quick. It's like a little poster. I mean, I could see if I would have owned this back in the day, that would have been on my wall right there, just like this. I would have actually had that on my wall amongst all my hard rock band, or like pictures from Hit Parader of Motley, Rat, Megadeth, Metallica, even Alice Cooper. I mean, crud. But yeah. So yeah, 10 soundtracks. I was stoked. The fact that you got the original trilogy on an LP, I'm happy for. So now, one last little thing, and this is kind of something I didn't know existed until the night we were watching them move an Endeavour space shuttle into place in California. And I started looking for all the different space shuttles, found out saw that Atlantis was in at the Cape, Kennedy Space Center, and went and they had a little shop. I'm like, oh, let me see what they got to buy. And I found some patches. Apollo 13. These would be obviously the replica mission patches of that era, but the Apollo 13 mission patch. STS 51L. We know this from January 28, 1986 as Space Shuttle Challenger. And obviously all the names there, McNair, Jarvis, Onizuka, Resnick, Scobie, Smith, and McAuliffe. So yeah, that's the actual mission patch from STS 51L, which was the Space Shuttle Challenger. Hey, don't I got it, Alan? I understand. Definitely will be watching your show here in a little bit. That's why I'm doing this one really quick. And then the last patch I got was from STS 107. This is Columbia, the one that disintegrated coming back to Earth. So now, of course, Kim sees these and she's like, ooh, we need to get all of the patches from the space shuttle era and we can put them in like you know, what do they call those things? I just call them frames, but there's another thing they call them. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, run back through the records real quick. There's 10 of them. Music from the Galaxies, Star Trek, children's book, 12-inch record, which is crazy. I'm used to the smaller ones. Inside Star Trek, the motion picture, Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Superman the movie, another copy of Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Anyways, everybody, thank you for stopping by tonight and watching this quick little short video. Also, Grave Reviews is going live here shortly. I think it's 5:30 my time, so it'll be like what 7:30 Eastern, I think it is. I hope. Maybe if Alan hasn't ran away really quick, or if DB's still here, he can let us know. I believe it's 7:30, and they're doing, oh my gosh. Anyways, they're doing horror flicks, dude. Everybody go check them out. It's fun. It's a blast, especially 7:30. Thank you, DB. But yeah, so, and then of course, then we got the patches. I mean, Kim was really excited for the patches. Anyways, I didn't do this the other night, and it's my bad. So let me do it, I didn't have us do this the other night, which is funny because we started doing them at the end of the show. So this is where I started screwing up. So let me go ahead and do these final reads real quick. Thank you, Adam Goswick of From a Certain Point of View. Okay. Anyways, podcast for creating our new remix logo. Check out the ATSW family. Always Sidebar Cantina live every Monday on YouTube at 5:30 Eastern. ATSW Escape Pod live every Pantless Wednesday on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. They had a great show last night. Talked about Brady's trip to Vegas. Talked about DB and Lunar Girl going to the Dark Side Burlesque. Hello. Yeah, it was a great time. Plus, they talked a little bit football. But yeah. Layman's Terms. Keith Layman always on YouTube. He had he was also on the Podcast of Pain this last week talking about Royal Rumble. Stranger things has happened with Don Delasuce and Lunar Girl every Saturday. They're going to return in March with season 4. As far as I know, I still think they're going 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. I'll have to find out so I can update my information here. Check out Swede Studios and Explicit Noise on YouTube. Big Swede's always got something going on musically. So definitely check out Swede Studios. Orange and Pet Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And also, everybody want to find a podcast for you, go to bio.link/red5 for more exciting podcasts, including Scares. What else is there? There's Conversations, Science Fictionary. And by the way, just so everybody knows, almost every one of these shows, mine is probably like Swede and Orange and Pet Show, and probably Keith from Layman's Terms and Stranger Things That's Happened, are all going to be live next Wednesday. Are going to do something next Wednesday for podcast day, including the Red 5 Network. All of our links can be found down in the show notes, pinned to the top of our X page or Twix page. I need to change that to Twix. We're going to start calling it Twix. Thank you, Spencer, for that one. Or go to bio.link/used-to-be-used-pod. And there you go. You want to support the show, you can either click you can scan the QR code up in the top. It'll take you to Ko-Fi. Not for sure, but I know I was slowly uploading stuff over there, old Patreon videos over there. And then once I get all uploaded, I'll start working on some new ones. And yeah, get ready for grave reviews. I don't know who else goes on tonight because it's my bad. That is, I used to, actually, y'all know, I never knew this stuff. We had help, and I always love the Lunar Girl for the help she gave us. Anyways, check out grave reviews. They're going live here at 7:30, right here on YouTube. And of course, I think the girls are doing something either tomorrow night before the Red 5 Tavern. I don't know what time yet. I haven't been told. Or Saturday night. They're going to do the 65th anniversary of Sleeping Beauty. Yes, it will be a ladies' night. Scott is not involved in that show. Anyways, until we are back next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern for Star Wars Podcast Day. I hope y'all have a great week, a great weekend. What's left of the week, by the way. A great weekend. Be kind to everyone. And Scott is never right for this. Peace. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining.